World Champion, Jorge Linares. And coming to the scale first, ladies and gentlemen, Mercito, no mercy, Gesta. 134.8 pounds for the Filipino, no mercy, Mercito Gesta. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the scale, he is the WBA and ring lightweight champion of the world. Make some noise for El Nino De Oro, Jorge Linares. This is our HBO Boxing After Dark TV co-main event brought to you by the Golden Boy, Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. Now to the scale, Jorge Linares. 135 even for the world champion.
A lot of people have been shitting on his card, and also they've been saying, why is it Linares versus Gesta? Or Gesta, the main event, and Matthysse versus Kiram is. Anyway, it's January the 26th, 2018, 4:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. And in about 29 hours or so, this card is going to start. Now, people are saying, you know, Showtime is shitting on HBO, and this card this card that, and, you know, who is these bums fighting? Well, listen to this. Mercito Gesta has the chance to defeat Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares has been known to have somewhat of a questionable, for example, with the Antonio DeMarco fight. His face got all, you know, cut up, you know, and he was just damn near bleeding to death. Remember with that, I forgot the other fight where he got stopped, the TKO because of the cut over the eye. And then after the Antonio DeMarco fight, he lost his next fight by a first-round stoppage too. So he does have the boxing ability, but also if you look at his last fight against Luke Campbell, he didn't look so good. You know, I mean, he won, you know, but he didn't look like dominating, you know, similar to the first Anthony Crolla fight. Mercito Gesta is a pressure fighting power puncher trained by Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach used to train Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares said yesterday at the final press conference that basically Freddie Roach at the time was just too busy with Manny Pacquiao, and that was 13 fights ago. He said, well, he said it was 7 years ago. It's old news. And he was also talking about how he hasn't lost in 13 fights. Jorge Linares has won 13 straight fights, you know. So I'm excited for the card because you have Gesta who can win, and he can spoil the plans for Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares said yesterday that he wants Loma first at 135 and then Mikey Garcia at 140 pounds. So he's talking about two major fights. He has two, you know, potential major fights out there. We know the Mikey Garcia fight was in the works. You know, we know that Mikey Garcia notified the WBC so he can hold on to his 135-pound WBC title because basically they're both splitting the championship. They're both 135-pound WBC champion. By the way, for those who don't know, only the WBA title is on the line for the Linares versus Gesta. So Mikey Garcia notified the WBC that he wanted to hold on to his belt to fight at 140 against Sergey Limpinets, and he plans on fighting Jorge Linares in the summer or so. Also, Golden Boy is counting on that as well, and the rumors are that Mikey Garcia was offered, he's going to make about $3 million or so to fight Limpinets, same way Errol Spence made more on top of his purse for Lamont Peterson to stay away from HBO. You know, so can Showtime PBC do that again to keep Mikey Garcia from HBO if Linares stays on HBO? Because yesterday he did mention Showtime. So he is co-promoted. He's with Zanfer and he's with Golden Boy, and he did fight Crowler on Showtime. So he's shown that he can go over there, and that the networks may not stand in the way, because even though this is now his second straight fight on HBO, the Crowler 2 fight was that on HBO? I don't think it was. I believe the first one was on Showtime, and the second one we didn't get. I don't remember. I covered them both too. I don't remember. But regardless, we've seen that he can fight on both networks. Let's go look at the resumes. As you can see, remember I said he hasn't lost in 13 fights, 43-3 with 27 KOs, 32 years old. Last fight against Luke Campbell, Anthony Crowler. He's basing himself out of the UK right now after being in Japan for some time, and he's from Venezuela. This Kevin Mitchell was a big fight, and you can see he was down in this fight as well. Let's go back. This is the fight I was talking about when he lost to Antonio DeMarco by getting his face just beat the shit, and then he got this second round. He got stopped in the second round against the Sergio Thompson guy. And this fight right here, wait a minute, which one was it when he got his face? It was this one where he got stopped in the first round. And this second one right here was because of the eye. Okay, Sergio Thompson was because of the eye. But then if you look, that was back in 2012, But now, as he's stepping up in competition, and I do consider Luke Campbell a step up from Anthony Crowler. Now, as he's stepping up in competition, and he's fighting, a better pressure fighter than a guy like Anthony Crowler and Kevin Mitchell. And Kevin Mitchell put him down, and he has some issues in the first fight with Anthony Crowler. You have to think that Mercito Gesta has a chance, right? Mercito Gesta's never been stopped. He's got that one loss and those two draws, and I believe which one of these fights were controversial. I forgot. And this is the Carlos Molina that fought Adrian Broner and Amir Khan, if I'm correct. Yeah, I got to go back and watch this again. I forgot. So looking at what we've seen from Jorge Linares in the past, and looking at his face can be cut up. He can be stopped. And also, he can be put down, So, I mean, in a perfect world, he would win, because we would think that he would go on to fight a Mikey Garcia or a Lomachenko. And also, he is, really becoming a star. They said he was supposed to be, 5-6 years ago. But if he loses, then people are going to be like, who is Mercito Gesta? And then people are going to be going after him trying to get that belt. But will the WBC still keep Jorge Linares as the WBC champion, even though the WBC belt is not on the line? I don't know. Only time will tell. There is a video I did want to show y'all before I bounced, basically so you can understand, the plans of him, of Jorge Linares. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Here it is right here. Where we at? Right here. Oh, my bad. That's not it. I'm messing up, y'all. That's not it. It's him talking about the Freddie Roach thing and the Manny Pacquiao. And which one is it? Here it is.
But he kind of is going to hold Freddie account to this strategy as well, being that you had training camps with Freddie in the past.
But it's a long time ago, it's 7 years ago. And in that moment, Freddie, he was so busy with Manny Pacquiao and HBO and your show. So that's why I lose 2 times, because I never been good training, because he's busy. And after that, I changed my coach, Ismael Sala. Ismael Sala's training with me 24 hours a day. So it's different when you have good connection with your coach, with your training. Something, imagine, similar with Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao. Freddie Roach, every time, he stay all the time with Manny Pacquiao. So now, I feel this feeling with my coach, Ismael Salas. That's why I'm world champion. That's why I have 12 fights, better and better and better.
You had a tough fight with Luke Campbell last outing. What are you looking for in this fight for the fans, for yourself?
Wow. I'm looking for good show. good win, or KO, or decision, but I need to show all the fan what I am, what I am, because I change every time, every campaign, every fight, I'm different. The more important for me, show the good time, good show, good fight this Saturday night, and of course I need to win this fight because after that, bigger fights coming for me.
Yeah, and it's true. If he loses, he gonna lose out on some big money fights, And what would he do? Rematch Mercito Gesta? I guess that's the way, to go, But anyway, I'm hyped for the card. It's going to be tomorrow night on HBO. I believe it starts at 10:30, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wait a minute, the time is right here, right? No, it is tomorrow night, but obviously, and I think it starts at 10:30 p.m. Last I checked, it said the HBO telecast started at 10:30 p.m. 7:30 Pacific. But please subscribe. All the links to my social media have been popping up. TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please visit our website right down below the link. We've been providing full coverage. Shout out to Rob Suarez over in LA, holding it down.